Welcome. On behalf of the members of the Greensburg Salem High School class of 2017, I welcome you to our commencement ceremony. Thank you for joining us to celebrate this special event. I ask that all members of the audience are respectful of the significance of these exercises and respectful of all the students whose accomplishments they celebrate. At this time, will you please rise? Gentlemen, please remove your caps and join the class of 2017 in singing the national anthem. We will be led by the Greensburg Salem Senior Choir. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red arms bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please join me as we pledge our allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and please be seated.
Hello, everybody. I'm Tanner DeTesto, the senior class president of the class of 2017, and I welcome you to our graduation. I know the average speeches at graduation talk about the future, reminiscing on past events and good times, or how not to lose oneself in the coming days. However, I am here to talk about something far more important: happiness. Through my experience at Greensburg, I found that I'm gifted at freeing people from concern. I can do something that makes people present their best selves to me wherever I go. Whether I'm sporting a youth girl's lion costume to a crowd at a football game, cosplaying as Tinkerbell during Halloween, or crowd surfing at the Christmas dance. And yes, I did it all. I found that my sense of completion comes from the happiness I bring to others. I can tell you from experience, the effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. Which begs the question, how will you serve the world? What does the world need that your talent can provide? Finding the answers to those questions can seem daunting, but we are given a choice. It's up to you to decide. Be one in a million or one of the millions. Choose to be yourself and start the struggle to find out who you are. Everyone struggles to determine who he or she will become. It lies somewhere beyond personality, beyond the perception of others, beyond invention and disguise, even beyond effort itself. You can join the game, fight the wars, play with form all you want, but to find yourself, you have to let the armor fall. You have to look inside yourself, because everything else is just smoke and mirrors, distracting but not truly compelling. Rather, focus on the people in your life and focus on the things you love doing. Those two things will show you who you are, who you really are. Don't let the smoke and mirrors distract you from who you are and what you deserve. Our eyes are not only viewers, but projectors. that are running a second story over the picture we see in front of us. For so many of us, fear is writing that script, and the working title is "I'll Never Be Enough," which can unfortunately get stuck in a loop, forcing us to choose our path out of fear disguised as practicality, following the masses towards an unhappy existence. What we really want seems impossibly out of our reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never dare to explore who we can really be or simply outstretch our arms towards the unknown. I apologize for not making this a humorous speech, but I've given 4 years of jokes, and the truth is, I'm not even funny. I thank the class of 2017 for making every day an adventure, and best of luck as you embark on the wonderful journey called being an adult, even though I wouldn't consider myself an adult just yet. It has been a pleasure sharing the past 4 years with you, and I look forward to seeing who each and every one of you will become. Thank you.
Good evening, parents, family members, friends of the class of 2017, faculty, and distinguished guests. Welcome to the first night of the rest of our lives. As strange as that may sound, it's true. Tonight, we celebrate our past accomplishments, academics, athletics, activities, among other honors. But graduation is not just about celebrating the past. It is also about celebrating the future and the road ahead. Some are going right into the workforce, some are headed to vocational schools, while others of us are off to college. Each and every one of us has a plan for our futures, or at least part of one. Some of the students seated behind me are aspiring doctors, some future mechanics, others may even teach alongside our amazing faculty one day. We are all each focused on a goal in life. Unfortunately, many people find themselves too caught up in the end goal and take the time we've been given for granted. It truly is incredible just how fast these last 4 years have gone by, and it isn't going to slow down anytime soon. It feels like it was just yesterday when we entered freshman year. Fresh meat, they'd say, and they were right. We were 14, naive, and just entered the incredible new world of high school. This was the year of trivial concerns. Who was I going to sit with at lunch? Will I survive my first year here? It's almost funny to look back at the things we were worried about because so much of it doesn't even matter anymore. I remember we all felt so old because we were finally in high school. We were finally able to stand in the back of this. We were finally able to stand in the real student section, even though it was way in the back. We got that little taste of freedom we were always looking for. One of the things that made me feel the most independent, though, was when the teacher let us use the bathroom without asking. I still ask most of the time anyway. But even though all of these things made me feel old, I still felt young, especially in comparison to the seniors. I remember thinking that graduation was so far away and nearly convinced myself that maybe the day would never come. Guess I was wrong on that one. As sophomores, we were still underclassmen, but with a little better handle on things. This was the year that we were concerned with fitting in instead of standing out. We became more accustomed to our surroundings and didn't give much thought to the real world, mainly focusing on trying to come out with decent grades at the end of the semester. Although classes could be difficult, we learned quite a bit, not only about the subject at hand, but just how long we were willing and/or able to stay up in order to finish a project. We eventually all turned 16 and experienced a little more freedom than what most of our parents wanted, I'm sure. We got our permits. Finally, we could drive with a parent in the car. But nonetheless, we were one step closer to adulthood, and it was beyond exciting. Junior year rolled around, and life became a little more difficult. This was the year that many of us searched for our individuality. Schools, sports, extracurricular activities, and relationships became harder to balance. We changed and grew, changed our interests, changed our clothes, maybe even changed the people that we hung out with. For some, it was a painful time, but it was also a time of self-discovery. We realized that no matter what the world threw at us, we would likely persevere. This was an especially important lesson, given that at the end of junior year, we were handed our senior project. On top of all of our classes, activities, and senior projects, many of us were burdened with the job of researching, visiting, applying to, and choosing a post-secondary school that felt just right. Senioritis set in among the class, and completing all of these tasks were grueling. But amidst all the strife, we still made countless memories this past year, one of my personal favorites being when I had the honor of pieing Mr. Zilli in the face. It was for a mini-thon, so it was for a good cause, of course. As the year went on, though, I still didn't feel like graduation was near. Even though after conquering senior project day, I didn't get the feeling that it was all over. In fact, it was not until prom just a few weeks ago when all the seniors gathered together for the final song of the night, our senior song. It really hit me. We were done. For so many of us, high school was a period of self-discovery, a time to realize who we are and who we would like to become. Our lives were like clay in our hands, and we shaped ourselves into who we are today. Though the process was not always easy, for as all of you know, life is messy, as can be shaping clay, every single one of us on the field today has the power to master the potter's wheel, so to speak, and not only change our own lives, but the lives of those around us as well. Take that clay you've been given and create something you're proud of, something you would be proud to share with others. Make the impact you are destined to make. As we reflect on our years here at Greensburg Salem, I want you to think to yourselves, did I make a positive impact? How will I be remembered? Did I leave Greensburg Salem High School better than I found it? I hope you consider these questions not only today, but in everything you do in your future. Although many of us may be going our separate ways, we will always be connected by this incredible school. To the faculty, thank you for all of your hard work and endless support. I will always cherish my relationships with so many of you. To the parents and families of tonight's graduates, you should be so proud of your child and all they have accomplished. To the class of 2017, the rest of your life begins right now. Seize the day, tell your families you love them, make memories worth retelling one day, sculpt your life. And most importantly, always be kind, courageous, and selfless. Congratulations to all of my peers, and I wish you the best of luck in your futures. Thank you.
The standard graduation speech most likely consists of some type of story about how we have all spent every moment together from kindergarten until now. However, because I transferred into Greensburg Salem in the midst of high school, I don't have any embarrassing stories about my classmates from when they were younger, simply because I wasn't there. Instead, I want to take this time to tell you some of the things that I have learned over these past few years. I realize that in every high school, there are certain pieces of curriculum that never change. For example, A squared plus B squared is always equal to C squared, and in every school, the pigs from Animal Farm are always corrupt. The geography on every map in every school is identical, and in every physics class, what goes up must always come down. However, there are certain lessons that aren't taught in every high school. There are some that are exclusive to Greensburg Salem alone. It's even quite possible that had we not attended Greensburg Salem, none of us would have learned these unique lessons. A few of the most famous lessons taught at Greensburg Salem are lessons that we didn't even realize were being taught. For example, we learned from Miss Job that on the field, even the bad words that you say under your breath are heard by the referees. Mrs. Vitero taught us that libraries aren't only for books, but for coffee breaks too. We all learned quickly from administration that sometimes the holes in our jeans are just a little too big. Mr. Lindsay explained that the font Times New Roman is never acceptable. But then Mrs. Bernsdorf taught us that oftentimes Mr. Lindsay can be wrong. We learned from each other that walking on the right side of the hallway is not only appreciated, but mandatory. Senior projects taught us to manage our time wisely or finish tasks quickly if we failed to do so. However, quite possibly, the greatest lesson taught came not from a teacher, but from our principal. Because of Mr. Zilli, it is nearly impossible to leave Greensburg Salem without learning what it means to be a golden lion. From him, we learned that being a lion isn't about wearing excessive brown and gold or being the best player on the football team. Instead, it's the passion and integrity that we can take anywhere we go. Throughout these 4 years, we were encouraged to find something that we felt passionate about. Some of us found it in a painting that took nearly a semester to finish. Others felt it after rebuilding an entire engine at CTC. Some of us even discovered it on sweaty wrestling mats after hours and hours of practice. But no matter our interests, we all found something that truly made us proud. But passion isn't the only thing that a lion is comprised of. Integrity is also essential in every true golden lion. The ability to accomplish great things while following the rules and playing fairly is a trait found in so many Greensburg-Salem graduates. Although taking the road of integrity is tougher more often than not, we have learned that by doing so, the extra work pays off in the end. It's hard not to giggle at Mr. Zilli's cliche, "It's a great day to be a golden lion." But after examining what our principal really means when he says this, it becomes even harder to deny its impact on the character of our class. Because so many of us acted as Mr. Zilli's definition of a golden lion, we were able to excel in academics, arts, and athletics, and will continue to do so in the future. In Dr. Seuss's famous book, he told us of all the places we'll go, but somehow he left out a reminder to never forget the places we've been. I'm sure that every one of us will forget a few words from our foreign language class, or maybe even a proof from calculus. However, as we leave the halls of Greensburg-Salem and enter universities, the workforce, or the military, I encourage you to remember what it took to be a golden lion over these past years and apply that same passion and integrity to whatever you choose to do. You might not be wearing brown and gold anymore, but that doesn't mean that Mr. Zilli's famous lesson should ever be forgotten. Thank you.
Notice me. I'll be leaving my mark like initials carved in an old oak tree. You wait and see. Maybe I'll write like Twain wrote. Maybe I'll paint like Van Gogh. Cure the common cold. I don't know, but I'm ready to start. 'Cause I know in my heart I wanna do something that matters. Say something different, something that sets the whole world on its ear. I wanna do something better with the time I've been given. I wanna try. Touch a few hearts in this life. Take nothing less than something that says I was here.
privileged to recognize the members of the Greensburg-Salem School Board and Central Office Administration who are able to join us this evening in congratulating the class of 2017. I ask that these individuals stand to be recognized when I call your name. President of the School Board of Directors, Ronald Mellinger, Jr. Vice President, Board of School Directors, Barbara Vernale. Board Member Frank J. Gazy. Board Member Charlotte Kemmerer. Board Member Jeffrey Matrosky. Board Member Dr. Richard Peja. Board Member Nick Rollo. Board Member Robin Savage. School Solicitor John Scales. Superintendent Dr. Eileen Amato. Business Manager James Meyer. Coordinator of Elementary Education Kelly Gustafson. Coordinator of Technology, Transportation, and Community Relations Dr. Chris Suppo. Coordinator of Student Services Todd McMillan. Over the last 13 years, you, the members of the class of 2017, have come together to learn, grow, develop, explore, succeed, and even fail in an effort to prepare yourselves for the rest of your lives. We are not here today to celebrate an ending. This is a celebration of a beginning, the beginning of your life's journey. Find an opportunity. Put forth your best effort to grab hold of that opportunity. When you put forth your best effort, you will get better at what you do, and a passion will grow. In the words of Mark Cuban, follow your effort. It will lead you to your passions and to success, however you define it. We know you are prepared, but we also recognize the unforeseen obstacles you will face along the way. Please know that your Greensburg-Salem family and community are always here to help you along your path. Thank you.
I often find it difficult every year to follow the speeches of the students that are chosen to talk to you. So I really never even try. I mean, it's something that can't be topped. And I'm here just to let you know, on behalf of the Board of Education, how proud we are of these students behind us. This time of year, I mean, it happens any time of year. I'd like to talk about a few things, and we can move on with the presentation, but something I have for the class of 2017 is time is the only obstacle that you're going to face in the future that you have no control over. And with saying that, over the past week, we've lost another Golden Lion. Sheila Fennell passed away within the past week, and it seems like every year we lose a Golden Lion. It doesn't make it any easier, their age, but every year it seems like we fall in a sad time. So I say to the class of 2017, don't waste a single moment of your future dwelling on something you have no control over. Take control of your destiny. Keep learning something new every day. Whether your future is in higher education, trade school, the military, or joining the workforce, make sure you find something positive about the choice you've made. Success is not about what you have. Success is about what you give back. I, along with your loved ones, hope all your dreams come true. Thank you.
Good evening. I'd like to begin by congratulating our seniors and their families. During this time of reflection of your academic career at Greensburg, Salem, you undoubtedly conjure images of friends, events, and moments that have impacted you. You surely are also thinking of teachers who have guided you, pushed you and challenged you to be your best, or maybe even a teacher who just listened when you needed someone to speak with. Tonight I have the privilege and honor to introduce some of these teachers, our secondary department teacher representatives, and those representing our middle school and elementary faculties. From the kindergarten teacher who welcomed you into their elementary classroom, to the high school teacher who supported you through senior projects, the staff members here with us this evening represent all of our devoted and dedicated teachers K through 12. I ask that these individuals stand as I call their name and remain standing until all have been recognized. Elementary school faculty, Mr. Raphael Pantalin. Middle school faculty, Mrs. Melanie Callis. Art, Mrs. Cheryl Carnicelli. Business Technology, Ms. Kathleen Cassell. Family and Consumer Sciences, Mrs. Nora Andrus. Gifted Education, Ms. Rosemarie O'Neill. Guidance, Mrs. Deborah Ritzky. Language Arts, Mr. Jeremy Lindsay. Mathematics, Mr. Al Teray. Music, Ms. Kim Palmasino and Mrs. Jamie West. Physical Education and Health, Athletic Director, Ms. Lynn Jobe. Science, Mrs. Jackie Uhas. Social Studies, Mr. Robert Lehman. Special Education, Mr. Anthony Grease. World Language, Mrs. Stephanie Grace. Technology Education, Mr. Matt King. And our High School Dean of Students, Mr. Jeff Cronenwetter. Please join me in a final round of applause for all of the individuals representing Greensburg Salem this evening.
Good evening. I can assure you at 5 o'clock this evening I wasn't sure it was going to be a great day for Mr. Zilli to make the call on where graduation was going to be. But I'm glad it turned out. Class of 2017, you'll soon hear, congratulations, you did it. But as quickly as I congratulate you for the present that you've created, the future awaits you at the gates as you leave this evening. As you make the immediate transition from the present to the future, it's important to draw upon words spoken by a legendary coach and motivational speaker, Lou Holtz, who provided us with a reminder, if what you did yesterday still looks big, you haven't done much today. Don't get me wrong. You achieved incredible things during your days in brown and gold, from being named as the PA, mock trial, county, region, and state champions, Special Olympics community service helpers, National Merit Scholarship finalists, champions of language, champions of pasta bridges, champions of business simulations, NOCTI certified, and Skills USA winners. Success was the obvious focus, and you convinced everyone that you can compete with the best, and you are not a group to rest on your accomplishments. You've also shown that you respect and value others, schoolmates, mentorees, folks on the other side of the globe who need someone to care, a new student or a friend needing help getting to class. You offered help as a lion. Danielle Burnetta described this class's thinking at the NHS induction when she affirmed that she thought, what would a lion do before handling a difficult decision? If the rest of us stopped and thought like a lion, we'd all be much better off. However, success, whether it's in the classroom, a shop, or the many athletic and academic arenas, is more than an A or a win. Success, Golden Lion style, requires depth of character, roll up your sleeves leadership, scholarship, and service. By embodying these traits as a Golden Lion, your present experience as a scholar, leader, and community member is the gift to be unwrapped when you leave here tonight. It's something that you'll be able to draw upon as you use its contents to pursue an advanced degree, attain certification in a technical area, or serve as a member of our country's armed forces. Unwrapping your gift can also help you indulge in the finer things in life, such as enjoying a concert or family trip, purchasing the car you set your sights on since you turned 16, watching a school musical, or being a member or leader of a local civic organization. Finally, I'm confident that unwrapping that gift tonight that you'll have pieced together with your classmates as a Golden Lion will provide years and years of memories, a powder puff game, Camp Souls, or reliving Camp Souls last week. Finally, as I reflect on the present state of the class of 2017, both as a class and individuals, I am reassured by the gifts that colleges, trade schools, civic organizations, and community foundations have invested in this group in the form of scholarships and awards. This year's record-breaking graduating class has earned in excess of $4,700,000 in scholarships and awards. Congratulations. That is incredible confidence that this class will be tomorrow leaders. So today, May 31st, 2017, class of 2017, I affirm with much pride that yes, it is a great day to be a Golden Lion. Before I present the class of 2017, I, along with the graduating seniors, are grateful to you, the parents, grandparents, family members, mentors, friends, the Greensburg Salem Village. For you have raised, guarded, guided, and supported these students. They have struggled, persevered, grew, and flourished. I know tonight will always be a special night. Now it is both my personal and professional privilege to present the Greensburg Salem class of 2017. I affirm that each of the individuals to be presented with a diploma this evening has satisfied the requirements for graduation articulated by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Greensburg Salem Board of Education. It has been a pleasure for us, the faculty, staff, and administration of the district, to work with you and to continue to grow with you. On behalf of the Greensburg Salem learning community, I extend our sincerest congratulations and best wishes to each member of the class. You help keep the gold in Golden Lions. Thank you. And at this time, I would like to introduce our school district superintendent, Dr. Eileen Amato, who will accept this class of graduates.
Thank you, Mr. Zilli. On behalf of the Greensburg Salem School District, the Board of Directors, the faculty and administrative staff, I am honored to acknowledge and accept the graduates of the class of 2017, with the confirmation that each member has fulfilled the graduation requirements of the district and the Pennsylvania Department of Education. I want to begin by congratulating each young person in our graduating class today on this very significant achievement. Your diploma today signifies your commitment to learn and achieve at high levels for the past 12 years. You are to be commended and congratulated for your hard work and your excellence. This class, the class of 2017, has certainly left its mark on the Greensburg-Salem learning community. Their accomplishments are many, and they will be held in the highest esteem for all those who follow them. Yet most certainly, when I think of the class of 2017, I will remember not only their many accomplishments, but undoubtedly I will think about young people who made their mark by supporting each other, even though many of them had plenty to boast about on their own. Our future and our community outlook with these young people is certainly bright. Regional employers constantly tell us that young people like these are people that they are looking for, and who among us doesn't want a friend, a neighbor, a coworker with these very qualities? Regardless of how much a person knows, it becomes futile if they can't work together for a common cause. We know that kind, respectful, hard-working children come from kind, respectful, hard-working adults. I want to thank the parents, grandparents, teachers, and administration and staff members and our community partners who modeled these traits for our young people. You have been the light shining on their path, and we thank you. For me personally, as superintendent, the class of 2017 has given me so much to be proud of. From the classrooms to the stages to the athletic fields, I have enjoyed every minute I've spent with these students and you, their families. I have watched uncertain, budding small children from their elementary days grow into intelligent, kind, and unique young adults ready to take the next step. One of the overarching goals of a strong K-12 public school system is its ability to develop young people to be lifelong learners. We know that in the past few years, we've pushed and pulled and challenged these students. We hope that in the near future, they can look back and say their efforts and our efforts have prepared them for success in their chosen career and their personal life. Whether it's learning how to use the latest version of the iPhone or working towards an advanced degree like a PhD, learning how to learn will be very valuable. They've had much practice here at Greensburg-Salem, and we look forward to hear how they put it to use. We also hope that these past 13 years have given the students a chance to learn more about themselves and the uniqueness that each of them possesses. Hopefully, working side by side with our passionate teachers, they have been able to look deep inside and discover their inner creativity and strength. And now, graduates, as you leave us, a few words of advice. Your days ahead will be filled with both challenges and exciting leaps. You can be sure of one thing: Greensburg-Salem will always provide you a lifelong support system. We love you, we care about you, we want to hear from you. Today, as you move from student to alumni, we hope you stay in touch, and we hope you visit us often. And a few final words of advice: never settle, be true to yourself, Spread a little kindness every day. Pick yourself up when things go wrong. Make the corner of the world where you land a little better than where you found it. Former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright said, "True leadership comes from the nudging of your inner voice. It comes from realizing the time has come to move beyond waiting to doing." Greensburg class of 2017, your time of waiting has come to an end. It is now your time to make a difference. We are so proud of you. Congratulations.
With this group of seniors, we have 4 young men who have taken the solemn oath to serve our country after graduation. Please stand and stay standing when I call your name. Eric Angelori, Pennsylvania Army National Guard. Brent Bolabosh, United States Marines. Noah Burda, United States Army Reserves. Brandon Leone, United States Marines. In addition, 2 students have accepted scholarships to enroll in the Reserve Officer Training Corps at their respective universities. Upon completion, they will be required to serve their country in their selected branch. Elizabeth Rollo, United States Navy ROTC at University of Pittsburgh. Clay Palmer, United States Air Force ROTC at the University of Pittsburgh. These commitments are not only an honor, but it will also provide them an opportunity to further their education and their careers. As we recognize these seniors today, we must think of them as they may be serving our country in some foreign land in the next few years. On behalf of the Greensburg-Salem community, I want to thank each of you for your dedication, commitment, and willingness to serve our great country. Thank you. Thank you.
This evening, many of the members of the class of 2017 will be designated honor graduates. The honor graduate designation indicates that each of these individuals has demonstrated the 4 pillars of National Honor Society: character, leadership, scholarship, and service over the course of the past 4 years. The designation confirms a commitment to excellence in each of the 4 categories. The Greensburg-Salem community congratulates you on this distinguished honor and thanks you for your commitment to self, school, and community. Today, our world needs bright leaders who are willing to serve with character and dignity. You are critical pieces to the continued success of our community and the future of our world. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our personal and professional privilege to present diplomas to and recognize the members of the class of 2017. Richard Tanner DeTesta. Lindsay Nicole Santiago. Nicole Lynn Fandel. Elizabeth Marie Rollo. Taylor Q. Olshouse. Rachel Amundsen. Eric C. Angelari. Travis Lynn Barry. Michael Bianco. Ariana Michelle Beisel. Abigail L. Blend. Robert A. Bourbonis, Jr. Gianna Marie Brandt. Sean Robert Brown. Danielle Elizabeth Brunetta. McKenna Marie Buffon. Brent M. Bullabosh. Katrina Bomoski. Noah Jacob Berta. Marilyn Brianne Burkhart. Rachel Burnett. Lindsay Blair Carpolotti. Amber Danae Carr. Matthew Stephen Ciccarello. Christina Elizabeth Clark. Christina M. Clark. Lacey Jane Coddington. Abigail Grace Coffin. Ryan Michael Collette. Jenna Michelle Connor. Caitlin J. Kramer. Emma Lane Cribbs. Holly Nicole Kusha. Matthew Benito D'Amico. Dakota McKay DeCessor. Aaron Robert DeMayo. Raymond DeSimone. Theodore Angelo DeSanti. Natalie Ann Dobrik. Molly Lynn Drystat. Ashley May Raylan Dyer. Emily Arden Idemiller. Abriana Marie Falvo. Max A. Fahrenberg. Brianna Marie Fanoli. Samantha F. Fletcher. Sarah T. Fry. Thomas Robert Fullard. Gabriella Katerzina Gallant. Alexandra Marie Gerstel. Kenise Ann Giles. Jesse J. Gillespie. Brianna Juanita Gilliard. Lauren Mackenzie Goodnight. Denesia Brianna Green Peterson. Tristan Scott Greer. Tegan B. Hahn Savannah Christine Ann Hall. Bradley D. Hazlett. Rachel M. Heater.
Mary Catherine Heberling. Kelsey Lee Hood. Robert Brian Hopper. Madeline S. Huey. Derek Henry Hughes. Emily Elizabeth Indoff. Connor Jacob Job. Jacoby Jansen Jobcar. Maya Johnson. Mary Saju Joy. Clay Hunter Kaufman. Samantha Marie Kaufman. Chad Edward Kaler. Corey Joseph Kelly. Aaron Patricia Kelly. Dominic R. Kemp. Kirsten Aubrey Keogh. Sydney R. Carricker. Brandon Tyler King. Lauren Elizabeth King. Ryan Kirschner. Chelsea Blair Kobach. Riley Ann Kwiatkowski. Grace Anine Leonard. Brandon J. Leone. Megan Mackenzie Lewis. Ashley Lynn Livengood. Alexis R. Lombardi. Aislinn M. Lowry. Isabella Rose Lucci. Joey Elizabeth Lux. Kelly Elizabeth Lynch. Rose Elizabeth Markle. Sierra Dawn Martinez. Courtney Elizabeth Matucci. Thomas Augustine McChesney. Alyssa M. McFadden. Brooke Lynn McKinley. Shane Michael McSwaney. Joshua James Marichko. Cassandra E. Micah. Caden Isaiah Miller. Joshua Jeffrey Mizikar. Tanner Moore. Joseph L. Moyer. Christian James Merlin. Autumn Nowakowski. Hannah Chaselyn O'Brien. Nathaniel S. Osikowicz. Clayton Edward Palmer. Emily Lana Parker. Hannah E. Petter. Adam Michael Petro. Alex Phillip. Salvatore Donato Pomponi. Chloe Rose Price. Nicola Shea Queer. Kayla Ann Reed. Christine M. Rodricks. Morgan Rosensteel. Rachel Michelle Rossi.
Chase Joseph Salvio. Joshua James Samstag. Kirsten Santillo. Julia Rose Shamming. Christopher L. Schreckengost. Croy A. Schweikert. Andrew William Scott. Christian Sharp. Alec Jeffrey Shaw. Brady Matthew Shaw. Taylor Marie Shea. Ella Sheffy. Seth J. Shoup. Kira Laurel Schrum. Stephen Daniel Shuey. Kylie Rianne Singo. Anna Marie Slavinsky. Donovan Marino Smith. Jenna Ray Sample. Sahara Lene Spain. Rebecca Antoinette Stahl. Timothy Michael Stevens. Mitchell Alexander Stewart. Kristen Stilitano. Courtney Lee Straka. Wakaku Sugata. Robert Sumi. Margaret Amalia Sousa. Keith Swackhammer, Jr. Samuel J. Sweeney. Nicolette Elizabeth Thompson. Katarina Ann Trask. Emma Rose U-Haul. Alex James Vandergraft. Brandon Scott Vandergraft. Kaylee Lynn Ventrone. Anna Venturini. Casey Shea Vogel. Christian Lee Waller. Sydney Ann Warren. Tabitha Welsh. Casey Madison Wirtz. Imani Z. Westby. Catherine Ann Wotus. Michael D. Wygonick. Sarah Elaine Zeman. Dennis L. Zadalis. Haley A. Zimmerman. Casey Del Gross.
David R. Ammons. Caitlin Gabrielle Cisak. Tristan Thomas Elma. Alexander Philip Falls. Samantha Hauer. Francis Stewart King. Danielle Shea Kolboski. Ashley Hannah Long. Zachary John Paschke. Morgan Elizabeth Paul. Saray Roberts. Sophia Elena Roy. Tiffany Marie Santone. Lauren Eileen Elizabeth Schultz. Samantha Lynn Taylor. Oliver Rominski. Olivia Marie Zaliski. At this time, with the class of 2017, please rise. It is now my pleasure to declare these students as graduates of the Greensburg-Salem School District, class of 2017. Graduates, please place your tassels. Class of 2017, you will always be a part of this place, Greensburg-Salem. May Greensburg-Salem, regardless of the road you travel, be a part of you. Class of 2017, you made today a great day to be a Golden Lion. Would you please rise and join the class in singing the Greensburg-Salem alma mater?
Faces bright This